Hello, everyone, and welcome to another EBTV sports presentation. Today, it's boys volleyball. It's boys volleyball with the Bears of East Brunswick hosting the Vikings of South Brunswick in a Red Division matchup. I'm Frank Noppenberger, your host, and I'm joined by girls head coach and assistant coach for the boys, Melissa Strauss. What is your thoughts about today's game? I know we may not be in first or second place in the division, but are we up for this game? What do you anticipate?
I am anticipating a win for the Bears today. We saw South Brunswick a couple weeks ago, and they looked pretty strong against South Brunswick, so it should be a pretty good match for the Bears tonight, too.
Right, and I think we've been playing pretty good ball. We lost a couple close ones to Peters the other day, and then Southern Regional, but it seems like we're playing better volleyball.
Yes.
And what do you think? This is for like third place in the division?
I believe they're third behind Joe's and Oldbridge.
Right. So this is important because we would rather be on the road. I mean, be home.
Yes.
Rather than on the road with a number 5.
Yes.
Okay. And it's senior night. How special is that? Because it wasn't too long ago when you were a senior here. How special is senior night for these high school athletes?
I think it means a lot to them. After 4 years of playing, for most of them 4 years of playing, this is one night where everybody really comes out and supports them and celebrates them. And it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. And again, the other thing is I'm sure it's very rewarding to you to see what these kids look like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And now all of a sudden they're young men going on to college in a couple of weeks, couple months, and they're outstanding volleyball players.
Yeah, they've definitely grown over the 3 years. They get bigger, taller, stronger.
Right. And mature.
And more mature, hopefully.
Okay, we're going to take a short break right now, and we'll be back for the introduction of our senior night, and we'll be back in a minute.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our event of boys volleyball. Before we start the game, we are going to honor our seniors. Their contributions of the seniors was most instrumental in the team's success. They have provided us with many enjoyable memories, and they will be missed. And we wish them success in the future. Our first senior is John Corrado. He is escorted by his parents, Kevin and Nancy, and his sister, Lauren. Our next senior is Michael Fox. He's escorted by Liz and Ed Fox. Pete Lisiak is the next senior, and he is escorted by Jan and Danuta Lisiak. Zach Morrison is escorted by Pat and Drew Morrison. Our next senior is Alex Pien, and he is escorted by Tony Pien and Sandy Legg. Shane Stone is our next senior, and he is escorted by Tracy Stosler. And a little one. Mike Stout is escorted by parents Michael and Tracy Stout. And our final senior is Harry Ukawuba, and he is escorted by Charity Ukawuba. We wish all of our seniors well, and we'll be right back for the start of the action.
Well, welcome back here for this outstanding volleyball presentation by EBTV. Again, I'm Frank Noppenberger, your host, and you just saw our seniors being introduced. Outstanding 8 young men, and we wish them luck in all their futures. Coach, what do you think of Alex Werder in that?
I thought he was outstanding. He always does such a great job every time he does it for us.
What talent will our kids have? He's a varsity athlete on one of the best teams in the state, and he's probably an all-state singer.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
Outstanding. Good job, Alex. And the good thing, he's only a junior.
So you got one more year.
Okay, with that being said, let's get back to the game. What are we going to expect the first couple hits? Are we just going to feel them out? Or is he
I'm going to expect quickly to go to Harry Ukawuba. He's been coming on strong a lot lately. Last few matches, he's just popped right out of nowhere. So he's been hitting the ball really well. So I'm going to expect a quick one to Harry.
And do you think that's because he's finally getting into the groove of volleyball?
I definitely think so. He was a first-year player last year, so
Right.
now he's finally settling in. It's starting to click for him, and he's strong. He's a big guy, so.
Right. Now, for our audience out there that may not know, these are usually usual starting lineups, or does he have all the seniors in there? Or?
I believe he has. No, he does not. Oh, no, he does. I believe he has all seniors. And unfortunately, John Corrado is out with a sprained ankle, and Zach Morrison as well.
Right.
Had some issues on Saturday. He's not feeling so great.
Well, John has got that bad ankle, and we need
Yes.
him back for the tournament, the GMC, and certainly for the state tournament.
Yes.
So I'm hoping he gets better. So
He's definitely a big hitter for us.
We don't need, and then Zach had some. Zach is a quality individual with quality parents, and I think it's more precautionary right now. He had a little issue down at the Southern tournament, or Eastern Southern
Yep.
tournament. And but you know, we'd rather have him ready for the tournament time.
Exactly.
Because that's when we excel.
Yeah.
So we wish them both a speedy recovery and get back to help the Bears.
On top of his seniors, Max Levine is also in. He's wearing the green jersey for East Brunswick. He is a junior.
And tell us, why are we wearing a green jersey for the audience that may not know?
That is the libero position, and basically they play back row only. There's no substitution for them. They just come in and out for players. They can't. They have to sit for at least one rotation when they go back out.
Would you consider them a defensive specialist?
Absolutely. That's what they're back there for. And now, beginning last year, for the high school, they are allowed to serve for one player now too. So.
Right. And it's what the
There's a block
second,
by
third.
Harry.
Big hair. So that's second or third year with the libero.
I want to say it's the third year.
Right. Relatively new. We're catching up to everyone else. Okay,
Yes.
so it's 2-0 in favor of the Bears.
His back was just a little deep on that ball. Fell right in front of him.
Should we have had someone up there on the block?
Oh, it just went right over them. Sorry.
That's all about timing, and because that was a short set, it's all about timing. And then, of course, he's got the power to hit down on the ball.
Yeah, that was a quick set. So he's actually in the air hitting the ball out of Pete's hands when he was setting it.
That's one of my favorite plays, you know, that quick set.
A nice block by Harry.
That makes it 3-1, as you can see, 4-1, as you can see on the screen.
Ooh. Ouch.
Do we practice that?
Every day in every drill.
We practice hitting the guy with the ball?
Practice hitting the guy with the ball, no. I think he wanted him to wake up maybe.
Well, that's Greg. Greg's always been an aggressive coach, and he's not going to sit back and...
Exactly. And Alex Bien does have a great jump serve. He just missed at it. Good pickup by Fox. This is Mike Fox hitting outside in the front row. Mike is a libero with Alex Bien and Max Levine, and they trade in and out. He's usually a defensive specialist.
Right, but most of our kids are volleyball players.
They're
and
all
they
around
could
players.
basically play anything, because I've watched you guys practice, and you're teaching that game.
Yeah, you got to be able to
fundamentals.
do everything. That's Mike Stout,
Mike
number
Stout.
32. He's actually a first-year player for us. He came out
Right.
this year.
And not only that, he was a first-year varsity basketball player this year. Every coach you talk to about him is just about determination and hard work.
Mr. Henning told, Coach Henning, boys basketball player, told Coach Rutz that Mike Stout picks up on footwork incredibly quickly. And I think day one he got his footwork down. And volleyball is all about footwork. If you don't have the footwork, nothing else matters. So picked up on it quickly. I think a net violation for the Bears.
And tell us about the communication. How important is that? We know it's important in everything in life and sports, but tell me how vital it is in volleyball.
Very, very vital. I've seen countless volleyballs fall in between 2 to 3 players just because everybody thinks everybody else is going to get the ball. So.
And tell us about the communication right before the serve, what has to go on.
Well, if we are receiving, Pete puts up a few signals to let the hitters know what he's going to set them so they know what to run, play-wise to run. If we are serving, we like to know where their setter is. So if we know if he dumps the ball a lot, if he's front row, we want to know where he is at all times, how many hitters they have. So it's not just about getting the ball, but it's about talking play-wise with players.
Right. I mean, on every serve, every play, there's communication, there's hand signals.
Yep.
You see Peter Lissack right there giving hand signals.
Looks like it's East Brunswick ball. It was a close one on the line, but it was called out by the up official. 8-5 game.
Coach, in a minute, tell us. Good spot.
Yes.
Tell us about our leading person. What do you call it? Kills? We got to get a better word than that.
Our leading attacker or scorer, maybe. What do we have here? Looks like Augusto Silva. He's actually a junior, also a first-year player for us. He's not in the game right now, but he has 117 kills on the season.
Is that an unusual high amount or average? Or?
No, that's average. I mean, we have a lot of players that can hit the ball, so the setter spreads the ball around. So it's not just a constant player getting all the kills. We have a whole, at least 3 or 4, maybe even 5 players who can put the ball away for us. So.
Right. And again, that's you and Coach Rutz. You and Coach Rutz emphasizing that team concept.
Exactly.
Team concept.
Yep.
Well, we got a minute. Tell us a little bit about John Corrado as a person, as an athlete.
I know John is a hard-working kid. I know he loves to play the game. I've had him in phys ed class. Very aggressive, loves just to go out and do things. Also, very good volleyball player. Not exactly sure where he's going to school yet, though. I don't know if he was still debating that.
Yeah, it's a tough decision for these kids.
Yep.
Because you just never know. Well, that makes it 12-6 in favor of the Bears. That's another drop ball. That's why the coach is calling a timeout. I mean, that's just unexcusable. Okay, you ready to tell us about another one of our seniors?
Sure, I will tell you about Michael Fox. Mike Fox has been, I think, a 4-year player for us. Yeah, a 4-year player for us. Maybe a little the goofball of the team, but he's a lot of fun to be around. He makes everybody laugh. Hard work on the court. When he steps onto the court, though, he means all business. So.
Yeah, he's got a great contagious smile, but on the court, he's all business.
Yeah. He knows so well where the ball is going to be, and he'll be there, and he'll hustle for a ball, lay out for a ball, and not be afraid to hurt his body to get a ball up in the air. So
he's another one of those very athletic kids that we have. Okay. Okay, we're back here. It's 13-6 in favor of the Bears. It's pretty hard to overcome that deficit, Coach.
Yeah, from this far back, I mean, it's not the easiest thing. I've seen teams do it before, but once you start getting down on yourselves, that's when it's tough to pick yourself back up. So.
Right. Well, I'm impressed with the way our seniors are staying focused, and You know,
They like to have fun, but when they know when they have to play serious.
There's a lot of distractions on this night. It's very nerve-wracking for them. And as always, no balls hitting the floor on our side.
No.
I mean, I've said that for years about our kids.
We have a great defensive team out there.
And your girls are the same way. We never let the ball hit the floor. That was another kill there by Harry.
And Harry, again, is coming on strong towards late in the season these last 2 weeks. He's really started picking up his game. That one went right through the block, though, in front of Mike Stout.
Why not put 2 people over on that?
I think there might have been, but I think they didn't close it tight enough, and it just went right between the 2 people. So either one was late or they just didn't close it tight enough.
Right.
Max Levine is back in the game as libero. It's a different angle to hit the ball at, but he got it over anyway.
Well, that's a good angle going straight down. I've always thought that. I mean, if you can do it,
Yep.
that makes it 16-7 in favor of the Bears.
Here's Pete Lisiak, another one of our seniors.
Yeah, tell me a little about Peter.
Pete actually started a few games last season too. Him and Andy Balint, both very strong setters. Knows the game very well. He's around it all the time. He's one of our captains of our team, so coach and his players put a lot of confidence in him that he could lead this team. And actually, John Corrado was the co-captain. I forgot to mention that.
Right. And you do need leadership in volleyball because there's a lot of games, there's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of idle time.
Yep.
Another big hit by Harry there. And that makes that 18-7.
This is a big hole for the Vikings right now to get themselves out of.
Again, there's that killer serve that coach always has the kids serving. There's never any lollipop, although I know I make a lot of faces when we don't get it in there because I believe in getting that serve in.
Yep. It does you no good if you just give them a point. That was a great serve. A good float serve, landed short.
And that's that was just an athletic move by Fox, Mike, just trying to keep the ball alive.
There's a block by Alex Pien. Very excited by that. He never usually gets to play front row.
We're real quick off the ground. Did we practice that a lot, getting off the ground?
Yeah. They need to definitely get off the ground, so. And a kill by South Brunswick. We'll get the ball back.
Right, which makes it 20-8, and that's very comfortable.
Very comfortable, I say so.
That's one of my other favorite plays, that fake. And what do you call that? Is that a number?
I just call it a stack.
Stack.
Harry will go up and draw the blocker to him,
right,
so that the next who hit it, Mike Fox or Alex Pien behind him came, and the block was already on their way down, and he can make an easy kill off of it.
I remember years ago when Coach introduced that to our offense, the other schools had no idea what was going on. Now everyone's doing it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are doing it.
We were so ahead of the game, and we still are.
Yep.
There's another net violation. That makes that 22-8 in favor of the Bears.
Nice serve by Alex. Hits the net. It's still good in play. And a good defensive play by Alex again. And that's blocked by Harry Ukawuba.
And you can't see that, the audience, but Coach Rutz was explaining him about getting closer to the net there. That's one thing about our coaches. We're always teaching the game. You know, you got to teach the game before you coach it. And no matter if the score is 22-10 or 25-23, we're still teaching the game.
That's
so
right.
kudos to Coach Rutz there.
Nice pass. And there's Harry with the kill.
Could he get a little more power on that? Yep. No?
He's hitting the ball well.
What a fine young gentleman Harry is.
Yes, that's what I've heard.
And I think his volleyball days, the best days are ahead of him yet.
Yeah. He's always so happy. He smiles, and he's got the brightest, whitest smile. This big white smile. I don't know what just happened, but
well, it was obviously
I don't know if he went before the whistle. I don't know.
I didn't hear the
Catch
whistle.
it. Nice pass. Alex Piana out of the back row. And a kill by South Brunswick.
That makes it 23-12. Okay, good effort there. Good effort by Shane. How about the years you remember when it was you only scored when you served?
Oh, yeah. Those are long, long games sometimes.
And exciting.
Yeah.
Because every time, if you didn't get the point, then you were worrying about break and serve. Or,
Yep.
oh, God, or side out. It was so exciting. Did I see where someone played like a 35-33 game the other day?
Oh, it's definitely
Bridge and
possible.
St. Joe's?
I didn't see scores, but, I mean, they just went 28-26 with Hillsborough or something, or one of those teams.
I wasn't sure if that was a typo, but that must have been intense. Okay,
Those
this
are
is
top two teams in the conference, so.
Shane Stone on the serve there. Shane is one of our talented athletes. He also works with Mr. Hostler, and I have a feeling he's going to get into the medical profession into college. Well, that's the first game. Bears taking that one, and I just think they pretty much dominated the game.
Yeah.
And now the trick of a coach and the athletes, or the challenge, is to go in with that same intensity, because you don't want a game going into 3 games.
No,
correct? Definitely
not. I think they played one too many 3-gamers this year, and they're kind of fed up with it. So
let's see if we can listen in on to what Coach Rutz is saying there in the huddle.
Random and one Peter thingy, if you want to try it and see if. I would love to see if Cuddy can catch this.
Oh,
and please do it. Pete, come here. Let me take care of your finger.
Okay, he's being a little bit of a trainer there, and then he's also talking some strategy. Okay, just a reminder to our audience out there, we're going to show this game again on May 9th at 8 p.m. for your viewing pleasure, and then again on May 30th at 1:30 p.m. And again, I'm Frank Noppenberger, and I just want to make sure that I thank TV3 for televising this game for us, because it just provides lasting memories for the coaches and the parents. We do appreciate you coming out and helping promote our athletic programs. So Pete and Dave, thank you very much. Okay, Melissa, so now let's change hats. Now you're South Brunswick. What is he telling the kids right now?
quite honestly, just play better. I mean, when they get down that much, you can't, honestly, just pick your heads up and just keep playing, play better.
And I'm sure he's got to be saying something to the effect of, too many balls hit the floor.
Yep.
And, there's no excuse in my opinion, there's no excuse for that. Speaking of South Brunswick, how about that assistant coach, Maureen Kirby?
I know,
She your
yep.
age? Did you play with her?
I did not play with her. I was already graduated. Yeah. She was under, I think she played for Coach Rutz, though.
She played Rutz, and then she was also a standout basketball player for us, and she's, I believe, special ed teacher over there at South Brunswick now.
Yeah.
Just a fine individual person. So it's nice to see her come back and visit the Bears, even though she's wearing the Viking outfit. we'll allow her to be in here.
Yeah, we like visiting South Brunswick.
Right. Okay, so the other thing that drives me crazy about volleyball, the clock's running down.
Yep.
Their team's ready. And why
And
don't
we're
we
still going.
Why don't we just go out there? Why can't the refs say, let's go?
Yeah,
Because
they get
rules-
an allotted 3 minutes, so they could take as much time of their 3 minutes as they want.
Right.
At 15 seconds, they get a
The
warning
whistle.
to get on the floor.
Okay, we got the basically the same starting lineup out there. I guess he wants to give the seniors their day and let them play as much as possible.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah, there was nothing wrong
philosophy.
with the last game. Nothing went wrong, so
Right.
there's no need to fix it. It's a good day for them.
Right. And that's a that's a philosophy there. Just got reported that the Lady Bears softball team, actually the Bears softball team, they had a nice 7-2 win over Woodbridge in a red versus white division game, and that's a good win for the Bears because seeding's coming up on that soon. So congratulations to Coach Brady and the girls. Okay, that makes it 1-1. And it looks like South Brunswick, I know it's only 1-1, it looks like they got a little more serious approach to this.
It's a great pass. And a good spot in the corner. Definitely want to aim for the corners. It's really
Now,
tough
in
to
all your
defend the corners.
drills, you guys do that, right? He has them aiming for corners
Oh, yeah, we tell them all the time.
and middle.
Aim for, you don't want to swing straight because there's always a blocker in front of you, so corners is the best place to go. Nice up by Pete Lisiak. And a block by the Bears.
We mentioned before about the Morrison family and how instrumental they've been in the success of the East Brunswick athletics for years, from Zach's uncles being outstanding athletes to Zach's sister and his father. But tell us a little about Zach.
Zach, actually, if you may not know it, but Zach was Mr. EBHS this year. And he is very, very gifted musically and in the arts department. He pretty much can play every single instrument. And I believe he taught himself how to play all those instruments.
Wow.
So I think he was a one-man band during Mr. EBHS this year. Very talented. And he does video productions. And I actually think he works for EBTV as well.
I think he does a little on the side. Right?
Yeah. So he's an all-around great kid.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Good for him.
Yeah.
So that makes it, now looks like it's going to be a ball game. It's 3-3 here. And I hear Coach Rutt's giving some encouraging words there, because what we don't want is to let that underdog think about they have a chance to win.
Right.
And speaking of softball, our sophomore pitcher, Beth Ann Highland, she had registered 14 Ks today. How about that? She's just having a great last few games, almost a perfect game. She shut out South Brunswick. Good hit there. So that all comes on the right time for the Bears.
That was Mike Fox.
And speaking of hot team or baseball team, I just saw Carl Fillmore smack the grand slam. And the last words were, we were up 4-zip. We were up 4-zip on the Westfield Blue Devils, who came down to see our new complex. But let's get back to volleyball. We're up 6-3 with Harry serving.
Just a little long.
A little long. But notice he ran off the court. I mean, there's, that's a result of you and Coach Rutz. And playing the game and acting the way you're supposed to play. Okay, in a minute I'm going to ask you about Alex, if you have any, Peon, about any special words about Alex. I know he's a great kid.
Yeah, of course, a great kid. I know he's off to Duke next year, one of Coach Rutz's enemies. He's a Carolina fan.
Right.
And Peon's off to Duke, so I think Coach Rutz tried to talk him out of it, but it's a great school, and Peon's a good kid. So.
Yes, we're getting a connection there ever since Danny Miller went there. And before Danny, we had a tennis player go there. Now his name escapes me, but I get it years ago. So we do have that athletic connection going to Duke. 7-5 for the Bears.
Let's hit out. Shane Stone will go back to serve.
Speaking of Shane, can you tell us a little about Shane?
Shane, probably one of the nicest kids in the building.
Absolutely.
Big heart, and he, I know he's been helping Mr. Hostler athletic training for the last 4 years. And he's been a 3-year player, I believe. Either a 2-year player or a 3-year player with
I
the
think he
Bears.
was hurt 1 year, as a matter of fact. And then he worked hard at the game. You know, he came up through the ranks, JV player.
Yeah.
It's a good play there by South Brunswick.
He was hurt in the beginning of the season. He's turned his ankle real bad. He's wearing that soft
Brace.
brace on his ankle right now. So he was out for 3 to 4 weeks in the beginning of the season. He's worked his way back. I think he is also, he might also be headed off to Duke himself. He took a look out there and really enjoyed it. So I think that's where he's headed himself with Alex PN.
We're going to have to see if they can hook me and Greg up with tickets to the Cameron gym there.
I don't know if Rutz will step foot in that gym, but
He will. Okay, Bears, that makes it 10-7 in Bears.
that was a great rally. Good win.
I like that soft floater serve.
Yeah.
I call it a knuckle. I know it's not a knuckle put up there by Mike Fox.
It's actually a tougher serve to pass than a hard-driven jump serve.
And why is
'Cause
that, Coach?
The jump serve has topspin, and all you have to do is really just stick your hands out, and it'll pop right off your hands. But the jump float, if you do it really well, it shakes and it moves, and it could be coming towards your right shoulder, and then the next time you see it, it's on your left side. So really tough ball to pass. It just moves so much.
Well, it certainly looks like South Brunswick stepped it up a bit here. They got a little bounce to their jump and their swagger.
I don't think they wanted to play another game like they played game one.
That was uncharacteristic. South Brunswick, 'cause they have a great coaching staff. The coach is a fine young man, and I'm sure he wasn't happy with that. Little finesse shot there by Harry. So tell us a little about Michael. We talked about
Yeah,
him
Mike
a little
Stout,
bit.
first-year player, like you said, basketball and volleyball, and he just picks up on the game very well. He learned very quickly. I think, like I said, our first day of tryouts, he had all the footwork down for what he need for blocking and hitting. So very eager to learn. Very coachable kid.
Like I said, everything I hear about him, he's a fine young man.
Yeah.
Alex tried to get 2 hits in there. Did we tell Alex you can't hit it twice there? I know. That makes it 11-9.
A missed serve by South
Peter.
Brunswick. Hopefully East Brunswick will take advantage of that.
12-9, I'm sorry. Nice high jump serve by Peter. And a smack by Harry.
Looks like the ball went through this time for PN.
But we're still playing aggressive, right? And
Yes.
you can't hit the ball afraid of hitting it out, right? You just got to hit it as hard as you can.
If you go up thinking you're going to make a mistake, you're going to make a mistake.
Right. Here we go.
Coach Rutz teaches all the time, you play to win. Don't play not to lose, you play to win. Looks like a strike by Harry on that one.
Right.
But still smiling. Harry always is smiling. And there's that stack. Harry draws the blocker, and then Alex Bien came up behind him.
See, South Brunswick doing a lot more hustling now.
Yes.
There's another stack. And the Librero read it nicely again.
It's a good lead by Pilisiak, and Harry got it down with his left hand.
Did he make that adjustment up there in the air with the hands?
Yeah, he saw that was just a little bit past him, so he just went quickly with his left hand instead.
It's 14-10, as you can see, in favor of the Bears. I said a while ago, just for our audience, it used to be that you could only score when you served. And that used to make the games a lot longer and that much more intense. Just for the audience wondering. It's funny because one of the parents asked me that the other day, when did it change? And everything's a blur, but I figured it was 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah, that one was a while ago. I want to say when I was still here, it changed.
As an athlete?
I don't know, yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think the athletic director may be right on this one. It wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't 10 years ago. Nice serve.
Nice serve by Hare.
Big kill by South Brunswick.
2. They're hanging in there. It's 15-12. Coach is staying with his seniors, rotating them in there. I don't think he wants this game to go.
No. I think if the Bears keep playing their game, it shouldn't be a problem.
That was a nice serve. I mean, set and spike. Why don't they call it a spike? Why do they call it a kill?
Kill is when it actually one touch or less is what happens, and I guess the spike is the action.
Well, it looks like the Bears are.
There's a little miscommunication between the setter and their middle.
16-13.
Fox puts that one in play. And off the block for a kill by Mike Fox.
It seems they're very vulnerable to that middle.
Yeah.
And is that because of his alignment and his philosophy, or they just not playing it correctly?
Yeah, I think it's actually a tough spot for everybody. I mean, we have our middle play up a little bit more. There seems to be a little bit deeper, so that short shot is working for the Bears today.
That long serve there makes it 17-15 in favor of the Bears, and South Brunswick's hanging in there. Again, this is senior night for the Bears in this Red Division matchup.
Shouldn't say anything, but our official did not call anything. But what you just missed or might have seen is Pete set himself and he hit the ball himself.
And the officials missed it.
Yes. Sean Ryman, the South Brunswick coach, did not miss it, but the officials did.
Speaking of Sean, what a class guy he is. And he's just a pleasure to work with.
Absolutely.
He's helped me out immensely in the state tournaments over there. So I'd like to publicly thank him for everything he did with volleyball over promoting it at his school as they were hosting the state finals for the last probably 8 or 9 years.
Yeah, that's a great facility for that.
That makes it 18-18. Not sure if the smiles are going to be staying on the Bears. So you go to your money man, right?
Yep.
All right, in case we run out of time, tell us a little about Harry. We know he's a first-year player. He's a fine young man.
Actually, this is his second year.
Second year,
yeah,
I'm sorry,
this is his second year playing. Again, another great kid. He's always smiling. And then he makes a serious face when he goes into play. It's really funny. So.
I just don't think he knows his athletic ability yet.
Yeah, he's a strong kid, and he comes from an athletic family, and.
Yes, his younger brother's a very good basketball player.
Yeah. Oy. Excuse me.
Oh boy. Well, see, what I'm concerned about this is getting in bad habits. Convince me we're not getting in bad habits here.
For his.
Or sloppy play here, or.
Yeah, it's a little sloppy, but I think once it comes down to it, that the Bears are very fundamental players, and they know what they need to do and when they need to do it. And now South Brunswick just keeps coming back at him.
Right. That makes it 2019. Okay, right now, who's got the advantage? The receiving team and the serving team?
Receiving team, because they are.
Yeah, but I'm serving the
They're
ball.
on the attack, though. Receiving team.
I know. I'm just playing that game.
And Harry Ukawuba is part of the attack, so.
Could get there. Yeah. It's the first time we've been behind all day.
Yeah.
And this next point's big because it's 22-20.
It's a good ball by Alex Pien so that Shane could get the ball back into play. We're missing a front row player, though. I think Alex was supposed to be in the front row, and he's stuck in the back row there. Back to 21 all. Alex Pien is back to serve.
And remember, everyone, that you must win by 2.
Is where we have to use this free ball. A little bit of a low set to Shane, but he still gets the ball up and good. Harry will send it over.
Notice our intensity level picked up.
Yeah. They don't really need to be, so. South Brunswick's doing the same. Another good rally between the two teams.
And that's what makes wing in this point very important, right?
Yeah. Well, good touches all around by South Brunswick.
Good hustle
Trying
on
to get
both
that ball
teams.
back.
Good hustle on both teams. Good sportsmanship by the crowd out there. Congratulate everyone. We're going to take a timeout. Just 22-21 in favor of the Bears. Let's listen to Coach Rutz for a minute.
Wasn't that? Oh, that was receiving. It slipped off my fingers. What?
Yeah, you serving this one. He's gonna serve for you. You come in. All right, finish it. Finish it right here. Finish it right here. Let's go. One play at a time. Go out there and play tough. Keep swinging out there. Let's go.
Here's a 3! But you know, Coach.
Yes.
They're the cliches, but they are so meaningful. Finish it out here. Put it away. Keep swinging, meaning just keep playing hard and hard.
I like he said, play the point, because it doesn't really matter what happens next point. If they don't get this point, then it doesn't matter what happens on the road. They play one point at a time.
And I know it's cliches. Coaches say that one game at a time, one pitch at a time, but it's true in sports.
Doesn't matter what happens 5 plays from now. It's what happens now.
And coaches have been saying that for hundreds of years.
And then a block by Mike Stout. It's a good way to start finishing it. Max will go back to serve again. Very great jump serve.
Right. But they're keeping the ball alive.
Yeah.
I congratulate them on their play in this second game. Boy, again, our defense, we're just all over the floor.
Yeah. Miscommunication on South Brunswick's side. Helps out the Bears. Alex Pien, I think, had about 2 or 3 digs in that rally.
Now, this is where the scoring, no matter who serves, hurts you. Whereas if it was side out, you could.
Right.
You still had a. Oh boy.
Yeah, that one's out. East Brunswick still has a couple points of a cushion here.
Speaking of great athletes and great seasons, how about Corinne Kminkowicz, Sam Mattis, and Bernard Robbins, outstanding runners for our track team, and runners or discus people, Corinne and Sam. we wish them the best of luck. But back to the game. That's 25-22 in favor of the Bears. It's the best 2 out of 3, as you know. So Bears with another Red Division victory, and I think that could wrap up a number 3 seed for the Bears. And it's important. And it's important again for that home court advantage. So, what's your overall assessment of our play today? And
I think they played very well. I know he didn't utilize all of his players at his senior night, and the seniors got the job done, and they played well, and they had fun doing it. So.
Right. And it was just a great day, to be a Bear. I think the softball team, I know they won. Baseball was winning big, and so, like I said, great day, senior night, great atmosphere. I know we're going up to the cafeteria later to have some food and to celebrate and reminisce about the season. And it's a great time because there's still a little second here or there, or a few days before a tournament starts. So it was a great timing to have it on this particular day.
Yeah.
Any last words? Any predictions for the tournament?
No, I'm just I'm hoping they continue to play well throughout the season and maybe actually, they've never been in this position, but to actually upset other teams. So hopefully they'll come together as a team.
Can you give me a 30 seconds? So I guess about your freshman team.
About my freshman team? Right. My freshman team.
Our freshman
team is doing very, very well. We actually have quite a few of them. We have 17 freshmen this year. We took a great athletic, super absorbing of learning kids. They love to play, and they're having a lot of fun doing it, and we have a nice busy week ahead of us before we end the season. Good.
Well, before we sign off again, I just want to remind the audience, if you missed any of this and you want to see some more, we're going to show this again on May 9th at 8 p.m. and May 30th at 1:30 p.m. That's boys volleyball versus South Brunswick. So once again, on behalf of the athletic department, I want to thank EBTV and their sports productions and all the memories they provide for our athletes. With that being said, good night to everyone, and go Bears.